Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I'm sitting outside because it's really nice outside and it's very exciting. Yeah, so today I promised actually a really good video and I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be about Shakespeare because Shakespeare. So I want to talk about the fact that a lot of people think that, Shakespeare's stupid or too hard or crap like that. And I think that's really stupid because basically the plays that we have now and a lot of the books we have now that people really love, they wouldn't be around if Shakespeare hadn't been around, because he was a pioneer in a lot of different things, and like he basically plagiarized a lot of things, but he plagiarized them in a way that society started to realize, oh, these are cool ideas. And this guy is doing them really well, and maybe we should start using these because people apparently enjoy them when we're going to see shows. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. Maybe we should start using these. So people who think that Shakespeare sucks, your writing and your plays and all the movies that you like pretty much wouldn't be around without him. And I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite shows. They're obviously not all of the shows. I'll probably do another video on this sometime. But my 3 favorite shows are Much Ado About Nothing, Twelfth Night, and The Scottish Play, also known as Mickey B or Mackers. But let's start with Much Ado. Basic premise is that these soldiers are coming back from war, and birdies, they're living with this family, and there's the 2 main characters, Benedict and Beatrice. Benedict and Beatrice hate each other, and their friends and family decide, you know what, we think they secretly like each other. We're gonna make them fall in love. And so Beatrice's friends find her when she's around and pretend like she's not there and say, oh yeah, we heard that Benedict loves Beatrice, and then she's like, oh my gosh, he likes me. I kind of like him too. And then Benedict's friends do the same thing to him, and they end up falling in love, and it's really cute. And Beatrice is super feisty, and I love her, and I want to play her. Kind of my dream role. But it's a really hilarious play. It's obviously one of the comedies, and a lot of you will probably know it because David Tennant and Catherine Tate starred in it in London a couple years ago. And it's just, I think it's one of Shakespeare's best written plays. There's so many jokes and so many wonderful insults, and it's awesome. You guys should totally read it. So yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, if you haven't read that one, it's so good. Or find it somewhere where you can watch it, because it's funny. It makes my day better when I want to read it. Second is Mackers, or The Scottish Play. So this guy who's a really good soldier decides that he wants power and wants power and wants power. He ends up killing the king so that he can get power, and then he goes crazy. It's great. It's a tragedy. And then he dies, killed by Macduff, who is freaking awesome. Probably because I played him. But yeah, it's really interesting because it's also one of his better written plays, and there's 3 witches, and they have some of the, well, technically 4, but they have some of the best written poetry ever, because that's where Double Toil and Trouble came from. It came from that show, and it's awesome, and it makes me really happy because they're so evil, but they're also like really entertaining at parts. But we read it last year in school, and it was interesting to see other people's reactions to it, because a lot of people are like, oh, Shakespeare, whatever, I'm bored, blah. But I think people actually got a lot out of it, and they actually really enjoyed some of it, which made me really happy, because I was like, you're liking Shakespeare, you make my life so much better. But it's awesome, and it's so evil. It's like the exact opposite of Much Ado, because people are killing people, and then there's a woman who's like super powerful. And I'm probably going overtime, so I need to get to my last one. So 12th Night, I'm going to audition for it because the studio's doing it, and I'm excited. But it's okay. This one has a really complicated plot. I'm gonna try and make it simple but Viola and Sebastian are twins. They get shipwrecked. Viola thinks Sebastian drowned. Sebastian thinks Viola drowned. Viola lands on the shores of Illyria and decides the only way to live is to dress as a man and serve the Duke Orsino. She calls herself Cesario, and Orsino asks her to woo the Lady Olivia for her. And she goes, and then Olivia starts to fall in love with her as Cesario. And meanwhile, Olivia has a servant named Malvolio, and these three characters, Andrew, Toby, Mariah, and okay, so in the play, there's Fabian, I don't know what his name is, but they decide that because Malvolio is such a self-centered stupid face, they're going to write him a love letter as if Lady Olivia was writing him a love letter, so that he will get all excited and then do these crazy things for Olivia, and then he does, and it's a really funny scene. It's one of my favorite scenes in the show. And then Sebastian turns up, and because he and Viola look exactly alike, people start getting them confused. And it just descends into chaos and madness, and it's funny and also really cute. And Megan and I went to Taproot Theater to see Illyria, which is the musical version of Twelfth Night. One of our teachers was in it, and we both kind of died because it was beautiful. And then I bought the score. So if anyone wants to hear any of the music from Illyria, I have it. Yeah. That is my video about geeking out about Shakespeare. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, ask me or Friday Megan, because we're definitely some of the biggest Shakespeare geeks ever. So yeah. Megan number 1, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm gonna steal Hope's thing and say to be continued. Alright, see you guys.